Good morning, angels. It's Tuesday, and it's a big day. It's a big day because my share for you today is a big one. And not only is my share for you today a big one, it's a big day for me. I've got an extraordinary event on the schedule for today. And if we have time, I might revisit that in this conversation. But for now, it's about this share. So if you didn't know, I held a workshop this weekend that I invited you to. You didn't make it. Don't worry. There will be more. My next one is in 4 weeks. So I invite you to get in the game. Maybe my share today will compel you in a new way. Are you ready? What is your relationship with change? Change. Do we want it? Do we need it? Is it happening already? Do you think it's outside of yourself? Does change happen within or without, outside of you? Do you acknowledge that our climate changes organically, holistically, naturally? Do you believe that our economy changes? Do you believe that humanity changes? Do you understand evolution? Do you acknowledge evolution? What is your relationship with change? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being, you love it. You love change. You embrace change. You invite change. You understand the reward system that comes from change. And you are in peace and serenity with it. And you love it so much because it's the inertia of society. And it doesn't bring you any unserving feelings. And you're calm and cool in the thick of it. And you move like water with it. And it doesn't hurt. In fact, it brings you joy and excitement. Change, yay. That's a 10. 1 is none of that. Where are you? Wherever you are, something to notice. Because where you get to be is a 10. Yeah. That's where you get to be, human being. That is the opportunity and possibility. A 10 out of 10 in relationship with change. And if you are not anywhere near that, how's your life? How are you? Are you creating all that you want to create? Are you existing in the ways that you want to exist in? Are you fulfilled? Are your desires being met? Are you satisfied? No. Something to notice. If you are not anywhere near a 10, you are not living in alignment. You are not living your best life. Facts. What would you like to do about where you are right now? My workshop, 4 weeks. So, my juicy nugget for you today is this conversation change. I'm going to offer you 2 ways to look at it. And I'm going to start with the one that maybe is easiest to consider and align with. A natural desire for change. When we're in high school, like my nephew, he's 15 turning 16 next month. And, he just got a job. He became a lifeguard. So he had to study to become a lifeguard. So he went from being a child to, whoa, I got to get a job. What am I going to do? Whoa, I love swimming. Whoa, I want to be a lifeguard. I'm going to go and take classes to be a lifeguard so I can get a good job. He's going through massive transformation. Massive. Let's go back in time. When we were babies, we wear diapers. When we're babies, we don't have teeth. We don't have teeth and we're in diapers. Can you imagine staying in that place with no teeth and in diapers? Yeah, no. We change. We grow. We grow teeth so we can eat, not like babies. We grow so we know when to go to the bathroom instead of needing diapers. No offense to anybody who needs diapers in their adulthood. Change is happening all day. I live in a country that used to have 4 seasons. We're not really having a winter anymore. Change there. My hair grows. That's changing all the time. My nails grow. That's changing all the time. I'd like to say that my body is in a constant flux of change. Like sometimes I feel skinny. Sometimes I feel fat. Sometimes I look my best. Sometimes I don't. Change. It's happening whether you like it or not. Okay, so I want to connect the dots to inspire you to want to love it, okay? So wherever you are is wherever you are. Imagine going where you'd like to go. Imagine having what you'd like to have, right? Like, let's say this. I love real estate, right? But it is not fulfilling me in the way it once did. So my relationship with real estate has changed. It isn't gone. I still sell real estate and I still love it. And the relationship with it has changed. So I don't show up for it in the same way. And it doesn't show up for me in the same way. Something to notice. And in that change, my relationship with my partner changed. Yeah. Change is happening all the time. So it can be in your favor for your desires, in your vision, right? Okay. Then there's this perspective as it relates to change. One of responsibility. Yeah. You are responsible for change. I am responsible for change. We are responsible for change. Whether you like it or not, you are responsible for change. Which means if you are not creating it, that's on you. And so, take a look around. Is everything a 10 out of 10? No. That's on you. You are responsible for that. Facts. So when I wasn't making the money I wanted to make, I got to look in the mirror. Whose fault is that? Whose problem is that? Mine. When I wasn't living where I wanted to live, whose problem is that? Whose fault is that? Whose choices are those? Mine. When I wasn't driving the car I wanted to drive, whose fault is that? Whose problem is that? Whose responsibility is that? Mine. When my neighbor was acting out and gotten really nasty with me and freaky, am I responsible for that? Not entirely, but I did take responsibility and I called the police. I took action. I looked after myself. I wasn't a victim. Responsibility. I'm going to spend a lot more time in this conversation and I wanted to plant a seed. You know why? Because today's the day. Consider it, chew on it, percolate, and develop a relationship with change. With your desires and change and your responsibility with change. Because I promise you, the next place I'm taking you is how you're responsible for everything that's happening around you, including our economy and our political arena and game. Yeah, you are also responsible for that. And if you don't like that, look in the mirror. Let's take action. Is the opportunity. Let's see what you got. In the meantime, I'll see you soon.